Episode 115, The Tech Hot List.
Welcome to the PR Playbook Podcast, the only podcast giving you actionable skills and advice you need to execute a strategic PR program. Warning: what you hear next may lead to brand awareness and increased sales and customer exposure. Now here's your host, Rinjini Joshua.
Hello, and welcome to episode 115. Today, I'm starting a new segment called the Tech Hot List. So we're going to do these every once in a while, and I'm going to give you some exciting reporters from different genres that you guys should look into if you're looking to get media coverage. This week's Tech Hot List are going to be reporters who are covering breaking news and just things to know on how to get to them. So I'm going to go down my list. If you guys are listening to this podcast, then you may want to head over to the blog at thesilvertelegram.com. We're going to have some more details about each of these people, and then also the way to contact them on our blog right there, so that you'll be able to reach out and find these guys if you have breaking news. One thing to remember when you have breaking news, that's kind of a back door we've gone into when we do news announcements. Sometimes if the beat reporter doesn't cover your topic or may not seem interested, when you have a piece of news, always stick to the beat reporter, but also maybe use the news editor or the breaking news editor. So that's why breaking news reporters are so vital, because they have to get things that are timely. So timeliness is really important to them. If this is not a time-sensitive story, they're probably not going to be interested. Another way to find the news editor or the news reporter at any publication is by looking at the masthead. You should be able to find the news editor, and typically you can find their email information right there. So it's not that difficult. You just have to know where to look. The masthead is usually in the About Us or the Contact Us section. Sometimes it's in the media kit. So depending on what publication you're looking at, it's Contact Us, the masthead, or the media kit. Other things that you might want to consider as you're investigating these people, and I'm going to have the Twitter links for everybody here, or some kind of website link for everyone that I mentioned today, you want to pay attention to their location. So typically they're going to like to cover things that are closer to the location, or let's say they're in the UK, that maybe they're covering UK. You might want to look at their beat, because even though there's news and breaking news editors or journalists, they might be covering specific beats. So a lot of them do like breaking news in politics, breaking news in environment, breaking news in tech. So make sure you just take a quick look at that before you pitch them. And then I also always like to encourage everyone to look at their interests. So looking at their Twitter is good, because you kind of got to see a flow of their personality a little bit. But take a look at their interests. If they're a fitness enthusiast, they might want to have news on a new fitness app. So just something to kind of consider. Another thing you might want to do is read some of the previous articles that they've written. So see what other pieces they've written about, what other breaking news that they've been interested in, just to kind of verify. So yeah, it takes a little bit of time, but then this kind of assures that the effort that you do put towards this will reap some benefits or some kind of response. So, in the world of PR, we're always looking to make sure that we get a response. That's our kind of payment for doing all the work. So it's just something to consider. And then the last thing to look at too is when you're looking at the articles that they've written in the past, take a look to see if they have any collaborators. So if you have collaborators, then you might want to also look at their collaborators and reach out to them. So here's going to be a quick list. I hope you guys have a pen and pencil ready. Also, like I said, you can go back to our blog, thesilvertelegram.com. I think it's /blog, and find the tech hot list for breaking news. And these guys will be listed there. So we've got the Associated Press, Freda Frisaro. We've got Axios, which is great for tech and business. Ivana Sarek, SARIC. LA Times, James Reed. Wall Street Journal, Paul Ziobro. New York Times, Neil Vigdor. USA Today, Susan Miller. TechCrunch, Ingrid London, just to note, she's in the UK. Engadget's breaking news reporter is Billy Steele. CNN, Veronica Rocha. NBC News, Doha Madani. Reuters, one of their breaking news reporters is Doina Chiaku. Is Business Insider or Insider, Kelsey Vlamis. KTLA News out in Los Angeles, where I'm from, John Finoglio. And Women's Wear Daily, which is one of the biggest retail publications for fashion, Lisa Lockwood. So this is the hot list, the hot tech list. I hope you guys were able to jot that down. Again, head over to the blog if you didn't get it, and let me know if you guys need help and want me to go over any of the kind of best practices that we talked about in reaching out to these people. Just make sure you do a little bit additional research, make sure they're the right person. But breaking news, if you have a press release and you want to get this out to someone, try to reach out to them maybe a day or two beforehand and let them know that it's coming out, because usually day of ends up being a little bit chaotic. And these days they need like maybe 3 days to a week in advance notice. So good luck on the tech hot list, and I'll see you guys next time.